Okay, so this video is just a short video just showing highlights from when I went to the cemetery 2 nights in a row. I wanted to point out a couple of things. The first thing I want you guys to hear is on this live stream that I did, EVP, Live Spirit Box Session at the cemetery at 3 a.m. This was night 1. We went 2 nights in a row. But when I went the second night, I had not reviewed the footage from night 1, and I should have. Okay, this was the EVP that whispered into my phone, and I have a noise-canceling microphone on my phone. So it had to have been right up on my phone for it to do this, okay? So I'm going to play it and see if you can hear. Martha and Michael. Edith. Okay, he said get out of here before he tries to hurt you. Or get out of here before he hurts you. Let's play it again. Martha and Michael. Edith. Get out of here before he hurts you. Martha and Michael. Edith. Right there. And Ralph. One more time. Martha and Michael. Edith. Okay, so hopefully you're able to hear it. If not, go back and listen to it on your own device. It is, you can see it right here, 2 hours, 20 minutes in, and play it. Turn it up. Use your earbuds. That's the best way to listen to any EVPs or anything paranormal, is to use the earbuds and turn it up as loud as you can. It does sound really loud when the spirit box is playing. There are a few things on there that are louder than others, so hopefully that's not breaking your eardrums. Now, I do want to show you a little bit of more, so hang on just a second. Now, on the second night, I'll pull that up and I'll show you the dark entity that I saw when I was leaving the cemetery, which is what I believe this EVP was trying to warn me about. So hang on just a second. Okay, so this was the second night when I was at the cemetery, and I had not gone back and watched the replay from the first night yet, okay? The second night I was there, the title of that one is, as you can see here, Dark Figure Seen, Live Spirit Box Session after visiting the cemetery, because I was going to do the Spirit Box Session while I was at the cemetery again the second night, but I had this horrible feeling the whole time I was there that somebody was behind me, somebody was following me, and I kept turning around and looking over my shoulder. I knew I was not alone. And it was just this eerie, eerie feeling. Okay, so here's what we saw. And this is a little bit loud, just to forewarn you. Let me turn it down. I don't know how it'll play back on the video, but I'm going to turn it down on my end a little bit. Okay, here we go. So Dagon had just said that to the left, he was seeing something move and asked if that was a tree over there. Okay, now if we look, let me pause. If we look right here in the center of my exit right now, right here, do you see something right there? I see something right there. Okay, so we're going to play. There's the zoom in. We'll pause it again. Do you see something right there? I see something right there. I see a few somethings right there. I see 1, 2, 3 heads right there. Do you see that? Okay. We'll keep playing. Does that help? No, this isn't Fred. This
Okay,
is definitely
now
not
look
Fred, because
at what you
Fred
see right
comes
there.
all the way
Let me pause. Oh, I just zoomed all the way back in. Okay, but that's perfect. When I was trying to zoom out, it accidentally zoomed in, and that's where we just paused it right here, okay? Do you see this shape right here? Do you see that? That is one huge shape. This is the arch leaving the cemetery that I drive out of. Okay, the top of my truck, my SUV, would go to about right here when I'm leaving. And that's as far as, like, as high as I would be. So that is something humongous right there. And that shape, it's a shape. Okay, so now I'm zoomed back out, and now we look again. I still see that same shape right there, right? So let's play.
It was amazing. They're waving.
And right here, if you look right here, you will see another dark shape standing right there. Now keep an eye on it because you'll see it move. Okay? Right there, there is a dark, what looks like a human to me.
So what is so special about tonight? It's now officially August 2nd. It's 5:40.
Now it's gone.
There's no moon because
now it's
of
back.
the weather. But what is the moon tonight?
Are you seeing that?
I picked up on a few negative waves.
Okay, I zoom in again
To the first
because
cemetery.
it was cold out here.
I see what you're talking about, Troy. The center of the road.
Okay, this is when my stomach dropped to my toes.
I see what you're talking about, Troy.
Okay, so let me pause here. So, this thing looks like the shape of the Grim Reaper. I mean, it's that whole section right there. It has a head, and it's almost as if it has a hood on, because it looks like the center part of the face is even darker. Okay, so if I remove that, you see the shape there, right? See the darker face in the center? So it's almost like there's a hood around the face, and the face is blacked out, right? Okay. So I convinced myself that this is the freaking tree that is on the other side of the road.
Right there in the center.
Okay, so let's skip forward here.
And it looks huge.
I'm like, it's the tree. We'll blame it on it's the tree so that I can get out of this cemetery, because this is my exit out of here. Okay, see, I get closer and I'm like, yep, it's the tree. That tree is nowhere near the same size of whatever that was that we just saw, but I convinced myself. So then I pull out, drive around to the side, rewind, watch, and I'm like, nope, that wasn't the tree. The tree doesn't have shoulders. The tree doesn't have a head.
Fine, JoJo. Yes, it will.
So then I'm like, okay, let's go home. Let's go home and do a spirit box session. So I'm driving.
I haven't had a spot like that in a long time. Damn it.
Oh, I said a bad word.
I used to,
I'm driving, and I'm going to turn right here.
We're going to go this way.
Oh, yeah, and I had a sharp pain in the left side of my back. I have not had a sharp pain in the left side of my back like that in years. Okay, now watch. Look at how blurry this is.
It's coming behind me, so I can't go slow and reach out.
Like, blurry, okay? And it gets blurrier. Oh, here we go.
It's not focused.
Now there's no focus. So I'm, like, really freaking out now. I'm thinking something's with me.
Okay, with me that is trying to leave with me from the cemetery, in the name of Jesus Christ, I command you to leave me alone.
Now watch.
I command you to stay back at the cemetery. You are not allowed to go home with me. You need to exit my vehicle, exit my area.
And like magic, it focused immediately. And the whole way for the rest of the video, it stayed in focus the entire rest of the video. The entire rest of the stream. Okay, now on this stream, look at my new crystals. We are an hour and 55 minutes in. I am showing a screenshot that I was sent that was from my live stream at the cemetery. This is the reflection off of my window, off of my truck while I was at the cemetery. Okay, so when you look at this picture, there's lots of different colors, different things that you see here, right? Well, we ended up finding 10 different people and 4 different animals in this cluster here that you see before you right now. Okay, so I'm going to point out a couple right here. Okay, so if you look down in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, you will see right here there are 2 people. You see one person wearing a blue coat or a blue shirt, and then you see another person standing to that person's left. Now, the part that has right here on his shoulder, I can't tell if that is the person in the blue pointing at me, or if it's the person to the left of the person in the blue with their arm around the person in the blue shoulder. Okay, so that's 2. Now, the first thing that I noticed when I looked at this was a wolf. And I'm going to outline the wolf right here. Do you see it? Okay. We have an ear and an ear. We have an eyebrow bone and an eyebrow bone. And then his snout is right here. This is an eye and this is an eye. Do you see the wolf? Okay, so I'll take that away. Now, right after I saw that, I noticed a person standing behind him, behind the wolf. So if you look at right here, this is the top, his head is right here, and then this is his arm right here. Okay, so I'll take that away. Now I'm going to play this a little bit, because we look at this, and I move the phone a little bit so you can see it a little bit more clearly.
Wearing a white blouse. See that? I don't see. And I still haven't seen, I still see the wolf. I can't get the wolf out of my mind to be able to go to the next. This right here looks almost like another dog. Like this is the dog nose. There's a hole right there and a hole right there. And this is the dog tongue hanging out of his mouth. And this is one of his ears right here. And this is his other ear right here.
Do you see that one?
You see that dog right there?
Okay. Let me outline that. Okay, now when I separate the wolf, I see that dog right there. There's an eye, and here's his mouth. Okay. Now, while I see that, immediately I see this thing that has a mohawk. Oh, I didn't go all the way outside of his head. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay, do you see this scary ass thing right here? Like this one kind of startles me. Okay, so his mohawk is right here. His eyebrow bone is right there. This is an eye. This is an eye. He has a big nose, like a really big nose. His cheek is right there. His nose is right here. And then his mouth is down here. And you can't see the left side of his face very well. Okay, so do you see that one? Let me take all of that back off of him. Do you see him? He is freaky, right? Like, scary freaky. Okay, so let's take that off. And let's play it a little bit more. Because when I
see that evil thing.
Oh, I see the evil thing now.
It was up in this area, though. Because
It scared me. That's what I was getting ready to say. It scared me. It's this right here. You can even see his ear. See his ear? Like that. He looks like he's mad. Like he has a wrinkle right here on the top of his nose. Right there. Nope. Right there. Do you see that? I hope you see that. That thing is freaky. Okay, so then the next one you can't really see very well in this view. Okay, let me play it a little bit more. Oh, stop. There we go.
When I saw it, when I was looking at, oh, right here. Right here. So it's very similar to the dog, but the hole or the nose holes are actually the eyes. That right there. That's an eye. That's an eye. His nose is right here. His mouth is right here. He has huge chubby cheeks right here.
Do you see that?
Okay.
Do you see that one? Very similar to the white thing beside him, but this one is dark. So his shape of his head is right here. Big old cheeks. Like that. This is his nose. This is an eye. This is an eye. And then cheek, and then his mouth. Okay, so let me erase the lines here. Do you see it? Now do you see it? I see it. Okay.
I'm going to go back and make it smaller.
So let's go.
Oh, I see a person in a white.
Here's the lady in white. Okay, somebody was trying to point this out to me and I couldn't see it. I just saw her right here. She's right here. Do you see her? Goes like this. See her? Okay, so let's play because I'm about to point her out.
I see it right here is hair or a hat. Right there's the face.
It looks like her hair's up in a bun. Wearing a bright, puffy white shirt. That's one of the people in a white shirt. There's two people wearing a white shirt here.
Hi, Nina.
You'll see more here in just a minute.
I think that's the one that, yes, I see it. I see it. See, you gotta let my eyes play tricks on me for a few minutes. I kick it in.
All right, let's skip forward here.
So if we nose, his neck is right here, and
see
this
that?
is a shoulder, and this is a shoulder. How's Nina today?
Isn't that crazy?
And on the left, I see a lady in white.
Okay, now I'm about to see the other one.
The lighting looks so much better right now than it did the last time when I tried to show this picture. Because Robbie couldn't even see the blue down here at the bottom on this guy's jacket. Yeah, that totally looks like a person. This is the reflection of my window of my truck. So how many motherfuckers were out there at the cemetery with
bad
me
word.
that we
Oops,
couldn't
beep.
see? Like, that's what I'm thinking.
But that's what scares me. That's
His
the part
nostril.
that scares me.
That is his smile
Okay, so
line.
I'm pointing that out there.
That shit.
Ooh, lots of bad words. Dang, Mandy.
He looks evil. He looks like he's like he either
He's
has
so
a
evil.
mohawk or he's right
Okay.
beside this dude that doesn't look friendly either. This face right here. Something almost like a big. What, Evie? And like wearing a t-shirt. This is their shoulder. This is their arm. This is their chest. And their whole body is facing to the right. It looks, I mean, to the left of the screen. It looks like this arm is up around his neck. Like he has his hand up either on his chest or up under
like
his chin.
this.
Or up on his neck or something. But it looks like...
Okay, now let me see if I can point this one out. So, this is up around his head, his shoulder, and then an arm down this way. And then that's where the shape of his body is, right here. Okay, this is his arm that is bent, the white part right there. His head is right here. His hand is right here. And this is his arm. This is another arm, and then his hand down here. Okay. So let me take that off of there. Do you see it? Do you see it? It's almost like he's holding his neck, like he's choking or something, you know, like that's the go-to sign that I'm choking is, you know, somebody puts their hand on their neck. It looks like he's bracing himself with his left hand on something, and his right hand is up around his neck, and he's kind of leaning over just a little bit. You can actually see his chest right here at that angle, like he's leaning forward just a little bit. It almost looks like there's a white, like this is his head, but it's almost like there's another white head right here behind him. Do you see that? Okay, so there's that one. Okay, now at this angle, you can really see the man that I showed you first that was back here. Oh, that was back here behind. Oops, I'm hitting all kinds of wrong buttons. The man that was back here behind the wolf, you can really see him right here really clearly. Okay, so this is his head right here. Now, you can only see from here down. So it's almost like the top part of his head is cut off. So his chin is right here. This is his mouth, and this is his nose. And then you can see his neck right here, and then his arm is down this way. Okay. I'm trying to point out something else right here. But, do you see it right there? Now you can see it really clearly. So his jawbone is right there. That's horrible. That was really wiggly. I'm sorry. I'm using my finger on the screen of my phone, so it's so not good. Okay. But that's his jawline right here. And then his mouth and his nose. Do you see? Okay. I hope you see. Oh, I hope you see. Alright. Now we're trying to find the woman in white wearing, or a woman wearing a black hat.
And that's the brim. Yeah, with no facial features. And her hair looks like bright white. I see her. Okay.
We came across so many people in here. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. If you want to go back and watch this, you are more than welcome to. We're at 2 hours and 4 minutes into it, so you can skip right to it. It's the live stream titled Look at My New Crystals. We go over this whole section right here, but I wanted you to be able to see it in its entirety from night 1, night 2, and then reflection back on night 1 and night 2. So I hope that this shows you a little bit of why I'm so nervous about doing anything paranormal right now, because I don't know, one, who all these people are, which that's okay, because none of these people well, I don't want to say none of these people, because this dude down here is pretty scary, and this dude right here is pretty scary. That's my washer, if you hear squealing in the background. But I can see their facial features, so it doesn't really scare me. But that dark entity at the exit when I was trying to leave the cemetery, my camera not focusing, then when I was almost home, I almost got rear-ended by a drunk driver. I mean, it was just like there were a lot of bad things that happened on night 2. Night 1, we thought it went so well, but then going back and reflecting on what was said on the spirit box, I heard devil, I heard don't talk to her, I heard, when I asked the child what his name was, I heard somebody say David is a monster, and then I heard the child answer me back and tell me his name was David. Okay, so that all happened on night 1. So, looking back now, night 1 didn't go as well as I thought it did. And that whisper EVP that is so clear that I started this video out with, that is so clear. And I went back on my voice recorder and I went to that exact time. You cannot hear it on my voice recorder. My voice recorder right here, you cannot hear it on this. You can only hear it on my phone. So it did not come across my spirit box. It was spoken directly into my microphone on my phone, which is where I was live streaming from. That was something whispering right into my phone. That alone scares the bejesus out of me, okay? So leave some comments. Give me your opinions. Tell me what you see. Timestamp in here if there's something that you see different than what I see. Go back and watch these streams now that you kind of know where to go to in the streams, and reflect on it and let me know your opinion, because I really want this to be a group conversation. Like, I really want your input on this. I don't feel comfortable going back out to the cemetery, to that cemetery specifically, or doing anything paranormal right now, because I'm not for sure what was trying to harm me. Now, I don't think that is still with me. I don't feel like I'm in harm's way like I felt like I was at the cemetery that night. That night, I knew I was in harm's way. I could feel it. It was in my gut. I don't spook easy. I was at the cemetery 2 nights in a row by my dammy at 3 o'clock in the morning and 3:30 in the morning. The first time I went to the cemetery where my family is buried, I was out there at 2 o'clock in the morning by my dammy. So, I don't get scared easy. It takes a lot to actually put fear into me. And that second night that I was at the second cemetery, I had fear. Like, true gut fear. So I need to figure out what that was before I pursue this any further. So please help me. I'm pleading for your help. Please help me. Thank you. I love you guys bunches. Don't forget the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up, please. And if you're not subscribed, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. Help us figure out this paranormal mystery. Please, let's do this so that I can get back out on the pavement or in the cemetery and do some more spirit box sessions, do some more EVPs, okay? I want to hear something else, but I'm just a little bit nervous right now. So let's figure this out together. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching all of my videos, especially this one. And I hope that you all have a very blessed night. Love you bunches. Bye, guys.